in this case, HB 1736. During the past few years, many persons spoke at this microphone to protest the relocation of Robert E. Lee's birthday to an insignificant date in October, and to redesignate it as a, quote, Remembrance Day, end quote. And now the public appears here again to express his feelings concerning the redesignation of a star in the Arkansas state flag that was intended to pay tribute to our state as a former member of the Confederate States of America. Masked by the author of this bill as a, quote, commemoration of the contribution of the Indian tribes to our state's history, end quote, it is actually only a ploy expressly designed to remove the association of the star with the Southern Confederacy, and for no other reason. There is incredible irony in the attempt to do this, because the basic design of the state flag is a variation of the Confederate battle flag, and indeed was created circa 1913 by a member of the United Daughters of the Confederacy who lived near Wabaseka, Arkansas. It has been estimated by former Arkansas State historian Mr. John L. Ferguson that roughly 80% of the longtime residents of our state are descended from Confederate veterans and or families. I venture to guess that a considerable number of the members of this committee are part of that 80%, even though they may not be aware of it, as so many of our citizens are, unfortunately. In Section 1 of this bill, Article 5 and 6, read as follows, quote, today the Arkansas Archaeological Survey maintains 10 research stations across the state that work to preserve the past of Arkansas's original inhabitants, and Native American history and culture is an important part of the history of this state, end quote. Now for college students, and I was one at one time, who like to dig in the dirt for potsherds and arrowheads, that can be both amusing and somewhat educational. But do not lose sight of the nature of the Indian tribes to be commemorated. They were vicious, murdering savages, especially the Caddos, who, when aligned with the Kiowas, raided the early settlements and farms in Arkansas Territory, killed and scalped men, women, and children from the Arkansas River to southwestern Texas. Indeed, the reason for the U.S. Army Arsenal being built in Little Rock in 1844, not 1 mile from where we are now sitting, was to protect the citizens of this state, even at that late date, as the danger of Indian attack was still very existent. Is there even one among this committee who wishes to commemorate a star in our state flag to a people who contributed actually nothing to our civil service, nor our court system, nor the formation of the state's counties and law enforcement agencies, nor the educational systems, either in Little Rock or the county seats? I certainly hope not. Let the star commemorating Arkansas's role as a Confederate state remain firm in the minds of our citizenry, and where it is located on the flag, it is a symbol that deserves to remain there. And I thank the committee very much for your time.
Thank you. Any questions?